friends. You guys have been doing a great job identifying different animals that sleep in the wintertime, which is called hibernation. Yes, we are meeting many animals that hibernate over the wintertime when it gets cold. When it's cold, we go to our home so we can get warmed up and maybe drink hot cocoa. What about the animals? Some animals hibernate just like how we've been talking about. So let's read a book that is called Under the Snow, written by Melissa Stewart, to find what animals do while we, the humans, we go home to get warmed up. What will they do? Let's find out. Under the Snow, written by Melissa Stewart, illustrated by Constance Bergam. In the heart of winter, a deep layer of snow blankets, fields and forests, ponds and wetlands. The whole village and the hills are covered in snow, friends. That's what they mean by a snow blanket. It's like the snow is covering everything like a blanket. You spend your day sledding and skating and having snowball fights. But under the snow lies a hidden world. What could the hidden world be? I think my friends already are taking a good guess. Under the snow in a field, dozens of ladybugs pack themselves into a gap in an old stone wall. The ladybugs found a place to sleep between the stones. Below them, a snake rests in a hole all its own. While the ladybugs are packed up together, the snake is resting all alone. Voles spend their days tunneling through the snow. When they find a young tree, they slowly strip off layers of bark and eat them. Below the ground, a chipmunk snoozes for a few days at a time. Between naps, it snacks on the nuts and seeds stored in its burrow. So, when it's still warm outside and it's not wintertime yet, the chipmunk must go around to collect all the nuts and seeds, just like we saw in other books, and keep it in its hibernating spot. When they wake up every few days, they can eat to make sure their stomach's full, and then they go to bed again. Under the snow in a forest, a mourning cloak butterfly takes cover in a pile of brush. Inside a rotting log, a centipede and a bumblebee queen remain silent and still until spring. Oh, so bugs, insects like butterflies, centipedes, bumblebees. We saw bumblebee in a different book. These insects also hibernate and hide in places in logs or between sticks so it won't get cold. A wood frog nestles in scattered leaves on the forest floor. It can freeze solid and still survive. What? Can you guys find the wooden frog under the leaves? Where could he be? He's hiding really, really well. Not far away, a woolly bear caterpillar spends the winter curled up in a tight ball. Just below the ground, a spotted salamander waits out the coldest months of the year. So while the frog sleeps under the leaves, salamander made a home in the ground. Deeper down, a woodchuck sleeps soundly all winter long. Its heart rate drops and its breathing slows. The animal gets all the energy it needs from its thick layer of fat. Under the snow on a pond, bluegills circle slowly through the chilly water. They don't have enough energy to chase the water boatman swimming nearby. So it sounds like the fish under the snow and thick layer of ice in the pond, they slow down. Instead of going fast like the fish do when it's warmer outside, they move slowly. Oops. A carp rests quietly on the muddy bottom. It isn't even tempted by the water striders lying just a few inches away. The carp is just like the bluegill fish. They don't even try to hunt. They don't try to move fast to get insects to eat. The carp is resting on the bottom of the pond and not moving a lot. Buried in the mud, a frog and a turtle wait out the winter. They never move and they barely breathe. Just like the fish, they barely move. They never move all throughout the winter. Can you believe that, friends? Under the snow in a wetland, a beaver family huddles together inside a cozy log lodge. When they get hungry, they swim to their food storage pile and munch on some sticks. It looks like the beavers make a food storage pile before it gets cold because it says that they stay in a cozy log lodge, but they can swim to their food storage pile. It's probably going to be hard to find food when it's so cold outside and everything's covered in snow. So it's very smart of the beavers to find the sticks before it gets too cold and make a pile of food. But even on the coldest winter days, red-spotted newts dodge and dart, whiz and whirl just below the ice. The newts don't need to stay still, I guess. They still have energy to move around fast. As time passes, the sun's rays slowly grow stronger. Each day is a little bit longer. Animals living in the fields and forests, ponds, and wetlands begin to get ready for spring. It's getting warmer and warmer outside. What do you think happens to the animals as the snow melts and springtime's coming? And so do you. And I noticed that the chipmunks came out, the butterfly came out, and all these animals will start coming out of their sleeping and resting spots. Today we met even more animals, like we learned that fish also stay quiet in the water under a thick layer of ice when it gets cold. Friends, there are so many animals that rest in winter time. I hope you guys learn more about more animals that hibernate, and I will see you guys later.